Caramel popcorn. It is sublime. And it is sublime divides by 3 in 3 words. And it really is. Caramel popcorn. There it is. You know what? Let's open the bag of de facto caramel popcorn that we just solved. Solid, pure caramel popcorn. Really cool. In French, mais soufflé is how they say popcorn, and that divides by 3. And a source of fiber. I should hope so. High fiber divides by 9, and divides by 3, 9 letters is loaded. There was some other gem that we were just preaching on that I wanted to put on the board. Oh yeah, cornmeal. I just wanted to quickly get cornmeal, because that was loaded. Cornmeal of bugles. Oh yeah, and then I wanted to put trumpets on the board just like bugles. Okay? Because there's been a lot of trumpets in world history and a lot of bugles. Sound the alarm. Cry out. So bugles was love sitting right here, plus 12. Check, 66. And trumpets, let's find love and trumpets while we're here. Let's find 9s. So double 9. There's love already. TRP, there's love number 1. Then let's go, well, you can go ME makes double 9, but then you're kind of left with 60 plus 78. So technically you could find, if you could knock off 24 points off that, you could find the 2 loves. Very high value letters, so that'll be more of a challenge. So 54, 132. Whoa, whoa, wait a second. Trumpets is exactly double of bugles, I'm pretty sure. Yep, trumpets equals 132. That's a double of 66. That's a miracle. This is the first date and time this was ever seen. So bugles equals 66. You know, the curved horns that you blow and make noise. Bugles equals 66, equals happy, equals blessed, equals family. Trumpets equals a double of that. 132, 66 plus 66. Good night. I mean, it's just obvious. We've just taken the glory for all bugles and all trumpets in the history of the universe. That's a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Trumpets, bugles. Okay. A few of those around. Bringing glory to God wherever they exist, and have existed, and will exist. There are trumpets in heaven. That tells me there will be trumpets in eternity. And this word is not going to change in the story of God. That's what you have to marvel at. These English words are written in diamond. Word equals diamond, like forever and ever. God is not going to throw away world history. He's not going to crumple up the encyclopedia of world history and say, well, that was a mess. It's time to usher in heaven now. No. World history is exactly glorifying God, second by second, moment by moment, to the atom, and the letter, and the number, and the detail. And we're going to have our eyes completely opened when we're in heaven, and God's going to be creating infinitely for all eternity, and just going to keep doing, as far as we know, what He's always been doing to glorify His triune nature. Okay? So, God is not going to crumple up world history and say, well, that was a giant mess. No, it was actually perfect. It was actually perfect to glorify Him every single moment, mathematically, day and night. Okay? If I could, uncrumple this sheet of paper and make it perfectly immaculate, that's the image that we should have in our mind. Okay? It is perfect for the glory of God. Okay, so bugles and trumpets 66 and double 66. So you could try and find the 266s in trumpets. How difficult could that be? How difficult could that really be? Is it possible? 39 plus... I have no idea if it is, folks. 33, you can find a 33 right there. Can you find another 33? That would be cool. No, I'm not seeing it right off the top of my head. Oh, I found a love. TMPE. There. Wow. So you can see those are all linked together. So here's love right in a foursome right there. There we go. There's a love right there in a foursome. And then that leaves you with STRU, which is a pair of 39. So that's cool. So there's love, like clustered right in there. And then you got a pair of 39s. 39 plus 39 equals that 78 of which we spoke. Very cool. So the more you look, the more you see. And of course it's bookended with 39. You know, the T and the S are the famous 39 couple back there. And then, okay. So all trumpets and bugles solved. And then the word golden divides by 3. So we talk about golden trumpets. Just like a golden sunrise is 57, 54, 51, every word divided by 3 going down in 3s. It's a golden sunrise right now. To the east is a window with the sun. You know, just breaking through. If I crank open this blind, golden sunrise. So golden trumpets or golden bugles. Golden is 19 plus. Oh yeah, golden is 57. Right, I just said it. So golden trumpets would add to 189, which is exceptional because that divides by 21. It's a sevenfold set of 3 times 3 times 3. Golden trumpets. Okay. And golden bugles would do the same thing. Golden bugles equals 1, 2, 3 perfectly. I mean, these are some kings for number 3. Golden bugles and golden trumpets. So there you go. Okay. Very cool. So the Symphony of God continues. So we were, cornmeal. Let's look at the 27s in cornmeal. An M27, LO27, and then you've got an R18 plus another 9 is another 27. Wow. So cornmeal is 27, 27, 27. Good night. Cornmeal. And of course, you know, some older folks might be able to list a lot more items that contain cornmeal. I'm not as into cornmeal. I haven't, eaten, cornmeal. All I know is it's what bugles are made of. First ingredient. By the way, ingredient divides by 3 and first divides by 3. Can you find love in a single ingredient? Of course you can. Okay, it's like if you can't find love in a single ingredient, where can you find love? Ingredient. Find 9s. RI, 27. ED, 9. I, 9. GT, 999. NNE, 33. So, in ingredient we have 27 plus 27 plus 18 plus 33. That's love plus 51, 3 points less than a third love. Genius. So ingredient is love plus 3 points less than love. So it's all 3s, and of course the first letter is 9. But and then the first ingredient. So first ingredient then pushes this up to adds the word first, which adds another love plus 18 on top. So love plus Jehovah. So when you mention the first ingredient, which is the most important, that equals triple love plus Jehovah, which is quadruple love plus 15. Like, good night. There you go. Disturbingly, folks, the two terms de-germed and yellow knit together to divide by 3. Look for yourself. De-germed yellow cornmeal, therefore all divides by 3. De-germed knits together with yellow to divide by 3, and cornmeal screams out the number 3. So de-germed yellow cornmeal divides by 3. That's officially what I am consuming to the glory of the Trinity when I eat bugles. I don't want to disturb people further, but the three letters BHT divide by 3. In fact, they add to 30 perfectly. You know, I honestly believe that if you just burn this stuff off, Jesus said, nothing that comes into a man defileth a man. Like, your stomach is so full of, like, incredibly strong acid that, like, pulverizes, like, anything that comes in. As long as you burn it off, people. Like, just burn it off. Be active. Eat as a part of a balanced diet. It's like, you know, I'm pleading ignorance here. I don't even know what BHT is. I have to look it up and whatever. I'm just saying it's pretty obvious to me that it's 3 letters that adds perfectly to 30 bang on the nose. And apparently it's necessary to give us bugles. Wah, wah, wah. Maybe it's not like the so-called healthiest thing in the universe, but if I just burn it off, it's like, whatever. Okay. Well, there's cornmeal. That was the big one we had to. So, back to the fact that we just solved all caramel corn. And I love this. The words new and nouveau both divide by 3 in English and French. And it's always in a bright red sticker at Superstore. Red, the king of colors. So having solved caramel corn, oh, the smell of caramel corn. Oh man, that was worth the price of admission. I'm just going to hold this bag right here all day long. And just like go around greeting people while taking brief inhales of that creamy sugar. Oh man. Caramel popcorn. It reeks of Disneyland. I mean, it actually reeks. I mean, this stuff stinks. I mean, it's strong, good smell, but it really does stink. I mean, just like amusement park heaven. Bring it on. Caramel popcorn. I mean, and when this stuff is hot, like when it's like, you know, freshly cooked, then, you know, the heat, just like the smell just somehow like pervades that much more. When there's like fresh, hot caramel popcorn just like boiling in the theme park, you're just like, honey, I'm smelling something that I can't resist. And she's just like, quick, honey, you know, quick kids, like run into the, you know, I don't know. I need some of that caramel popcorn right now. And if you try and stop me, you will see things you don't want to see. Okay, so caramel popcorn. One more time. Take a good drag, and the word drag divides by 3. Okay, drag equals 30. Oh yeah, drag it up. And drag it up divides by 3. Drag it up is like 30 plus 30 plus 36. Okay, that equals 96. Okay, so I am staring at and smelling caramel popcorn, ordained by heaven, dropped down from the sky, from God himself, through the hands of human beings that came up with this divine ordinance that was foreordained. It has a name, and its name is caramel popcorn. Nice to meet you, caramel popcorn. Will we enjoy our relationship? I hope so. Surely we are. Okay, anyways. But caramel popcorn starts with C, which equals 3. Don't you love things that just jump straight to the kisser? It's like, hello, my name is 3. I love you instantly. You know, caramel popcorn doesn't waste any time saying, look, I start with C, which is 3. Love me. I'm like, you know, I can't resist. And of course, love me divides by 3 equals 72 at triple H. Love me. I am instantly in love with caramel popcorn. I mean, it's got everything: the smell, the crunch, the flavor. What more can a man ask for? It's got it all: crunch, chuggability, chewability, smell, deliciousness, good aftertaste, lasting aftertaste, caramel flavor, touch of saltiness, light feeling, non-heavy, brown, which is 72 at triple A's. You just gotta like do the old stick your nose in there and inhale. Caramel popcorn coming at you without apology. One can only wonder what the first human being's reaction was when we first popped that first kernel of corn. It's like, click, bang! Mark, that seed just exploded into like a white meteorite. It's like, what? I think I've just seen corn like explode, and now it's like this white fluffy thing. Quick, to the patent office. There probably wasn't even a patent office at the time. We've just created popcorn. It's like, it seems to be man's favorite thing to do. It's like, what else can we put in the microwave and see what happens? It's like, here, let's just bombard this with a bunch of heat. It's like, look, we've got popcorn. You ever wonder why more seeds don't do this thing like popcorn does? I don't know. It's like, why is it just corn that pops into this white fluffy stuff? Why don't other seeds get a piece of the action? Okay. Well, maybe people need to try it more. Nouveau. Vive le Canada. And that divides by 3. Okay. A source of fiber. I love how that's in like small text beneath like the big like gooey image of like the irresistible caramel. It's like, yeah, it's a source of fiber. Very small source of fiber. Okay. You know, I need to be in marketing more. President's Choice Caramel Popcorn is made with a classic combination of perfectly popped popcorn. Some woman was having fun with peas there, I can tell. Perfectly popped popcorn and buttery sweet caramel, a timelessly delicious treat. And it really is timeless. Timeless, I love the word timeless. Timeless divides by 3. Oh man. A timelessly delicious treat. That entire sentence divides by 3. Or no, sorry, it does not. Sorry, fail. Back to the copy office. Okay. Low blahs divides by 3. The first ingredient is sugar equals happy. And then brown sugar will then divide by 3. Brown sugar is 72 plus 66. Cool. There you go. Caramel popcorn has been solved. Cool. What else shall we find on this fabulous product here? Let's look at the ingredients list a bit more. Well, you can combine the whole thing, like you can solve divine combinations of recipes. You know. For example, the combination of salt and baking soda is so staple, you know, in so many recipes. Well, salt plus baking soda divides by 3. Milk divides by 3 all by itself. Like, sugar divides by 3 all by itself. I mean, sugar can be added to anything. Interesting. Whoa. A profound revelation. So if something divides by 3 all by itself individually, that means it kind of has this ubiquitousness to it in some sense. Like, because if the other ingredients get together to divide by 3 and they're all happy, and then sugar comes along to the party and they say, ah yeah, come on, you're not going to ruin anything you already divide by 3, so just join the party. It's such a, you know. And sugar is like the first ingredient in like just about everything. The spirit quickeneth, you know. You should eat more light foods. Adam and Eve ate fruit in the Garden of Eden. That's the best of all. But I'm telling you, you can solve all recipes and all ingredients to make beautiful threes. and find love. Try it. You'll love it. That's the President's Choice Guarantee. If you don't like it, even if the bag is open, you get a full refund at Superstore. The word try divides by 3. The word love, of course. TM. Okay. Did you know that there are people who live and breathe and love food and food product design? Like, they live and breathe product design. And that's the way God made it. So, and I love being I'm just solving everything in world history as much as possible. But I get to be a connoisseur at the same time. And try all these things. And solve things on them. Okay, so, buttery sweet. That's a heavenly choice of words, because buttery divides by 3 and sweet divides by 3. Buttery sweet. Oh yeah, you got the fat and the sugar. The fat of the butter, the sweetness of the sugar. Buttery sweet caramel. Oh yeah, the word perfection divides by 3. We found them. Classic. The word classic is loaded. 39 in the center plus 15. Oh, the word classic starts with class, which equals love. There you go. Classic. So caramel popcorn really is classic. It takes me to theme parks. Caramel popcorn takes me to outdoor theme parks. Like Disneyland. Like, this is the quintessential theme park food. Caramel popcorn. Because you need that sugar to power you around the park. But you want a light snack that doesn't make you feel heavy. And most of all, the smell. I'm loving it. And I'm loving it with caramel popcorn. There you go. Mm-hmm. And shove equals 45, so I just got okay. So, and we solved a bunch of other types of popcorn, which we have here. For example, kettle corn. I'm just going to go through them, and now I'm going to switch to the ones that I liked the least, going up to the ones that I liked the best. And I actually already gave away my favorite, which was the Chicago Mix / Pure Caramel Corn. But I'm going to start with the bronze medal. I grabbed, it's amazing. I went to Superstore. Holy Ghost talks to you everywhere you go. He's your best friend. Go to Superstore. There's a beautiful big end cap display with a bunch of different types of new President's Choice, not all the new, President's Choice popcorn types. And focus on end cap displays in grocery store items, because if you've ever worked at a grocery store and you know managers, what they talk about, they always put their top items on the end cap displays. Things that they're really proud of, or things that they really believe in that they want to push and promote, get the end cap displays. So I particularly pay attention to end cap displays now when I go to a big food store like Superstore. The end cap display, by the way, divides by 3, end cap display, are those products that hang out at the end of the aisle. They face, they get the most visual attention, technically, yet sometimes people just kind of breeze by them weirdly, but yet, I don't know. So I'm at the end cap display, and the Holy Ghost tells me to buy one of each. Buy them all, so you can try them all, and then you can also solve them all. So here's a classic thing. So kettle corn. Kettle corn. And all these, I got a couple bags here that say kettle corn on them. And then there was an entire end cap display for kettle cooked potato chips. And kettle cooked divides by 3 and 6 plus 6 letters, just like kettle corn. It's like everyone wants kettle cooked potato chips now. Well, apparently it was like an original way of making potato chips. Like that was going the original way, and they were extra crunchy, and so people are getting back to kettle cooked potato chips now. So this product we're going to solve here. So kettle corn divides by 3, and sweet and salty, when it comes out of your mouth, divides by 3. Sweet and salty kettle corn. This one I didn't like so much because I'm tired of just plain salt and just plain sugar. I mean, that's all they did with this popcorn. You know, bit of salt, bit of sugar on top of the popcorn. I got better flavors coming up. But nonetheless, it divides by 3. And so let's solve kettle corn. Notice that you use all capital letters. Intelligent marketing and branding will typically use capital letters because they are the glory of God. Okay. So let's find love in kettle. Let's get kettle corn on the board and solve all the world's kettle corn in the name of love to the glory of the Trinity. We're very conscious that there is a lot of kettle corn in this universe, but now it's going to be solved once and for all time. So blessed are the eyes which see the things you see, and the ears which hear the things you hear. Because I tell you, many prophets and righteous men have desired to see the things you see, and hear the things you heard, and have not heard them. Okay? It's very blessed and expensive to understand the knowledge of God here. So kettle corn. Kettle corn, let's find love. Let's find love. Well, let's shoot for 9s. Let's go, so 45. You know, there's always multiple ways of doing this. That's 16. You know what, you can go even smaller there. T-E-N, 39. There's so many ways to do this as I'm seeing it now. In fact, I would like to just go K-E-T, the first 3 letters. That makes 36, divides by 3, and then an R. So there's love number 1 found. And then I'm going to grab the 10 plus an O, or 15 makes another love number 2. And then we're left with C plus L, a bonus 15 points on top. So kettle corn equals love plus 15. Glory to God, that equals 1, 2, 3 perfectly. It does not get any better for the number 3. Kettle corn equals 1, 2, 3 perfectly. That equals gold bullion. That equals cold plus winter and heat plus summer. And summer equals winter and cold equals heat by Divine Ordinance. So, and where do you find the gold? Where do you find the gold bullion? At Fort Knox. Fort Knox equals 1, 2, 3. So kettle corn equals 1, 2, 3 to the glory of the Trinity. So you're going to want to go to the supermarket now and buy some kettle corn and dig in. And I happen to have 2 different bags of kettle corn here. My favorite and the world's favorite, one of the classic favorites of kettle corn is white cheddar. Everyone says, yep, that is a staple. Kettle corn, white cheddar. White cheddar, kettle corn, and white cheddar divides by 3. And we're going to solve that one in a minute. But my favorite is coming up next. So kettle corn, 1, 2, 3, love plus 15. We found the 2 loves in there. Okay. And then this is sweet and salty. We'll pick up the pace a little bit here. This is sweet and salty kettle corn. Sweet and salty, very easy. Look at. They all start with plus 1s. Boom, boom, boom. Sweet, of course, divides by 3 all by itself. That's 72. And then this is 21 plus 12, 33 plus. Okay, hold the phone. 45 plus 12 is 57. Plus 21 is 78. 18 is 96. Wow. And by the way, this is the same thing God ordained as sweet and sour. Okay. The word sour parallels the word salty, where you've got an S plus 1 in front of a gold train of 3s. Okay. Sorry. Scratch that from the record. Not quite. This has a plus 1 on the back as well. But the 3s are typically in the center. So sweet and salty, this divides by 24, this is 24 points higher. Good night. Sweet and salty equals 168, the 7th set of triple A's. I mean, these are king numbers here. So now you can put the 2 together. Sweet and salty kettle corn gives you 291. Done. Okay. And then you can find 3 loves plus 6 points left over in sweet and salty. This would be challenging. This is very challenging. So pull off the A, the D, and the A. Now you have to find 3 loves in the rest of sweet and salty. Well, let's do it. Here's love number 1, SWL. I don't know if it's going to be doable because the letter values are so high, it's very difficult. I don't think so. I really don't think so. 30 plus, can we get a 24 somewhere? Oh yeah, no, it's achievable. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. So now Y and E is 30 plus a 24. Where did I see the 24? Oh yeah, an S and an E. So we've got 2 loves already. And we pulled off the A and the A and the D. That means we're left with T and T, which equals love number 3. Wow. So in sweet and salty, we found love plus love plus love plus 6. We found the 3 loves plus the 6. And so now we've got sweet and salty kettle corn is now 5 loves plus 21 on top, which adds to, oh my goodness, 270 plus 18 points, was it? No, 270 plus 21 points, 291. Didn't I just say that number? Like, oh yeah, I did the grand total, right. But we found the loves in kettle corn, we found the loves in sweet and salty. Done. So, now that we've solved sweet and salty kettle corn, in the name of love, the glory of the Trinity, it's time to enjoy, because enjoy equals Jehovah. Equals checkmate. Remember, Jehovah always wins. So whenever someone says checkmate, it doesn't matter who said it in the chess game, it doesn't matter who won, Jehovah always wins. Because checkmate equals Jehovah, equals enjoy. So that Jehovah always gets the last laugh. In fact, he gets all the laughs at all times. He's always laughing. You know what? Now that I've done the math on this, it tastes better. I'm actually telling you the truth. This stuff tastes better now that I've done the math on it. To everything there is a season, and everything a time. So you might wake up in the morning and this will be the best tasting popcorn you want to eat all day. And then later at night, you might change to the jalapeno cheddar or the white cheddar. And then it's amazing. When you sample a certain drink, if you were to have root beer, you'd be like, okay, after that root beer, I feel like the jalapeno. Or after this, lemon lime, I feel like this. It's just like symphony time. Now, if you're really good, you'll do things in 3s. Okay? So you'll take 3 samples of one thing. I've preached on this before. It's like, take three bites of something. The first bite is kind of the introduction. And you're kind of switching your palate over from what you had before. The second bite is like, now you're peaking, okay? Now you're really getting in. And then the third bite is like, okay, I'm just gonna push it that little bit more to really let it sink in. This is like the last perfect bite. And then after that third one, you're done, and you're ready to transition to a new flavor. And then do 3 bites again. The first bite is a palate transition. The second bite is like pushing it higher. And then the third bite is like, okay, this is it. This is like the final. Push here and then boom, 3s, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. A good meal will have 3 items on the plate. When you present like a plate of something to eat to someone, there should be 3 items there. Maybe you have the main, and you have the side, and you have the other, meat, carbs, vegetables. There's a classic threesome that we get on dinner plates. Your protein, your carbs, and your vegetable vitamins, whatever. So there you go, we solved sweet and salty kettle corn. And I'm telling you, it's tasting better than ever. You can solve the French for homework. This kosher label, remember, that stands for kosher. There's Hebrew for you. 3 Hebrew letters with 300 at the center. And then COR, every letter divides by 3 by Divine Ordinance. That's it's there for the glory of the Trinity, you know, whether you regard kosher things or not. I'm just telling you, it's an obvious gem for the number 3. And it'll, if you're good, you'll be like, oh, every Hebrew word has 3 glyphs as its root. Well, I should learn Hebrew then, because I want to see more 3s, and I want to see more of God. Okay. Oh yeah, high fiber. You know, let's get high fiber on the board, because everyone seems to love talking about high fiber these days. You know, high fiber. It's just, you put those words on the front and people are just like, yeah, so and then we're going to switch to a new product. Let's get high fiber on the board, because everyone loves high fiber. It's an obvious 3 fest, 9 letters, 3 times 3. And, but now find love. Double 9, 9, 9, 9, and 21, triple 9. Wow. The remaining letters make another 27. So let's get everything on the board. 27, 9, 9, 9, double 9. In 9 letters, no less. There, high fiber. I need some high fiber food. Okay. Well, maybe she'd eat like a cow. Okay. Grass, high fiber. Okay. So, high fiber. Yeah, I mean, so we've already found love in high fiber because it's pure 9s. I mean, it's like, so you can put this 27 with these 3 9s to make love, this 27 with this 18 with that 9 to make love. So, grand total, it is love plus another double 9. Okay, so high fiber solved. All right, let's clear the board and solve our next product, white cheddar. White cheddar kettle corn is a classic. It's a classic flavor. There's a lot of people on planet Earth that love white cheddar kettle corn, so we're going to get it on the board. Let's leave kettle corn up there, and let's get white cheddar underneath it. Okay? Because kettle corn is 1, 2, 3. It's a nice, easy one to remember. But now, inquiring minds want to know, can we find love in white cheddar kettle corn? Yes, we can. And by the way, if you look up the scientific name for corn on Wikipedia, you'll get so many 3s in that text it'll blow your head off. Yeah, in my opinion, this is a slight upgrade from the sweet and salty kettle corn, just because I'm feeling more of the butteriness of popcorn here. I mean, that one just sort of tasted like sugar and salt. Like, I think we're all tired of that. I think we just... White cheddar. Classic popcorn flavor. Classic. And popcorn flavor divided by 3, so a classic popcorn flavor divided by 3. You know it's good when you can keep eating it without thinking. Like, you just naturally keep grabbing it. And it's not like it's overpowering you. It's not like it's overwhelming your senses so that it becomes like this focal point. It's chuggable, is what it is. I love the word chuggable. It divides by 3. Starting with C, which is 3. I mean, you want to easily consume an entire big vat of popcorn? White cheddar is not a bad flavor to go with. Keeps you coming back. Highly consumable. Consumable divides by 3. You know, these are fun words. I just gotta get on the board because they're so fun and I say them all the time. Whoa. And the word highly divides by 3. So let's get this on the board. This one. Highly consumable. Highly chuggable. Now this is what you call good marketing lingo. I want popcorn that's highly chuggable and or highly consumable. Okay. But look at the threes here. I'm just delighted because I've said these words a lot. So what is highly, first of all? 33 plus, wow, what a beautiful word. Look at this. Look at the rainbow in highly. Wow. Just perfect. Pairwise threes from the inside out, just like Jehovah's name. Look at that. Highly. Look at that. Look at the beauty of the word highly. Wasn't that worth taking a detour? See how God leads us? See how you just got to go with the flow. What is the Spirit saying to us? What is coming out of our mouths? Let's just feel it and take time to stop for a while. You know, we're going to get to white cheddar in a moment, but we got to solve highly consumable and highly chuggable. You know, these are good words here. So these three teams are 33. And then these two letters divided by 3. That's the Albert Einstein effect. Second letter in and second letter back divided by 3. That's wow. So that equals love. Wow. So the book endings, the double book ending letters equal love already. Composed of 33 plus 21. And so we've already got love perfectly. And then the G and the H in the center make 15, which is, oh my goodness, so highly equals Jehovah. Out of my own mouth, I said this was perfectly mirroring the name Jehovah with pairwise threes. Well, little did I know that highly adds to Jehovah perfectly. And best of all, you've got 15 at the center of highly and 15 at the center of Jehovah. That's a miracle. A clinical miracle. So anything that is highly, whatever, glorifies Jehovah, who is the highest of all. So 15 O at the center of Jehovah. 15 GH at the center of highly. That's a miracle. And then the rest equals love. So Jehovah is an O wrapped in love. I'm going to pull out a new color just for nice violet here. So Jehovah is an O wrapped in love. 15 wrapped in love. And then highly is the same thing. 15 wrapped in love. Okay. So highly equals Jehovah, with a 15 at the center wrapped in love. Can you see that okay? Sure you can. And then you've got pairwise threes as well, outside that 15. So the bookends make multiples of 3, the next letters in make multiples of 3, and then there's an extra one, and there you go. So, highly. So highly cool. The word cool, every letter divides by 3. It's 18 plus 27, 45. Okay? So highly cool is, you know, you can find love plus 6 points in highly cool. 15, yeah. Okay. So, anyway, so highly consumable. So let's solve our word consumable now. The reason these are so beautiful is they start with C, which is 3. That's why I love opening dictionaries of any language up to the C's. German, Italian, French. Open it up to the C's and start with the C's. Start with the O's. Start with your favorite letters. And then it's like when you put together a puzzle. You should start with the easiest, most obvious, favorite sections of the puzzle, and then eventually you fill in the other parts. Okay. So let's find love in something that's consumable. Well, there's love sitting right there. Boom. And let's find nines now. M-E-9-9. 18, double 9. Let's write them out. And then we're left with another 15 points there. Wow. So that's 36 plus 15 is 51. So the consumable is 105. 3 points short of double love. And then chuggable is, there's the word hug in there. Let's go nines again. That's what we should do as much as possible. Let's go nines like this. Borrow these guys to make 27. And there's a 9 right there, so we got 9, 27. And then 15 plus C is another 18. And then we're left with 12 points on top. So that's cool. There we found love in chuggable. That's love plus 12. Wow, chuggable is a lot lower than consumable, like way lower. Love plus 12, which equals 66, equals happy. I like that one. I like chuggable even better than consumable. Because consumable is kind of like, all right, yeah, I can consume this. I can get this down. This is consumable, like kind of like the word edible. This is consumable. But chuggable is like, oh man, I can inhale this stuff and just keep chugging it. And I love the number 66. Okay, that equals happy, equals blessed. I mean, I love happiness. I love Disneyland. I love happy things. I love happy products. I love happy people. Mickey equals happy. I love seeing Mickey at Disneyland. Who doesn't love seeing Mickey? I mean, the guy is the definition of happy. I mean, he never stops smiling. I mean, not by choice, of course. Look, it's an unhappy Mickey. Sorry, it doesn't exist. That smile is baked in plastic on that character's face. It's like, you've never seen an unhappy Mickey walking around Disneyland. It just won't happen, honey. I mean, it's like a rule of the universe, don't you know? Mickey equals happy, equals blessed, equals family, equals 66. Okay. There you go. And you can't have a family. Men in the room, you can't have a family until you've had a woman and experienced marriage. Well, marriage equals 66, woman equals 66, happy equals 66, blessed equals 66, family equals 66. Isn't that interesting? Okay. You have your marriage with your woman. Now you're happy. Now you're blessed. Now you have a family. Now you can go see Mickey. And things are chuggable. Anyway, and sugar equals 66. All these delightful things. You know? I mean, woman is the delight of the world. If I've always said, like, if the world was just men, it would just be like pure functional. Bunch of guys grunting at each other. Let's get this done. What are we going to do next? You know, woman is the delight of the world, the beauty, the joy. I'm just sort of seeing a similarity of connection between these words that equal 66. Very joyful, happy. Like, let me just rattle them off again. Marriage equals 66. Happy equals 66. Blessed equals 66. Family equals 66. Woman equals 66. Mickey equals 66. Sugar equals 66. And then now we just see, and there's a bunch more, and then chuggable equals 66. It's just very happy, very, very joyful. You know. Anyways, okay, so that's awesome. So chuggable equals 66, and we found love in the two 27s. Like, it's always bonus points if you find the individual 27s to make the love. So what did we actually find in the spacing of the letters there? Like, we had to pull 12 points off of chuggable. You just pop off the L. What did we actually do? We got the 27 there, and we clustered these together. What did we leave for the final 12? I guess we did leave the L. Yeah, the L. So, and then the more you look, the more you see. For example, in chuggable, there's exactly 9 letters. 3 times 3. 3 of those letters divide by 3. And then I'll bet you 3 of them are plus 1. Look at that. So in chuggable, this is amazing. I'm going to spend a little time here because I'm so in love with the word chuggable. 3 letters that divide by 3. Okay, check. And then there's 3 letters that are plus 1. G, G, A. Check. And then there's 3 letters that are plus 2. H, B, E. So if you want, you could put these 3 teams together and get 3 multiples of 3. So here's the 3 guys. Here's the plus 1s, and here's the plus 2s. 3 teams of 3. Talk about a perfect arrangement. You know, the kids at the playground? Okay, what's the fastest way to make 3 teams? Well, just count 1, 2, 3 down the row. You don't even need to know how many kids there are. Just 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, lo and behold, look at these teams. So these are the 3 letters that divide by 3. They make 36. And then these letters here that are plus 1 make 9. And then these letters that are down here make 15. double check our numbers here. Make sure I didn't miss something. Wait a minute, this grand total is 60. Something's wrong here. We need to double check our numbers. 36. That is, yeah, that's correct. Oh, this is not 9, forgive me. This is 15 as well. Silly. This is 15 right here. So 36, 15, 15, 66 total. But that was beautiful. 3 teams of 3 letters that the offsets are divine. And then so, yeah, if you wanted to pop off 12, you could pop off the L, you could pop off, is there any other way of doing it? That may be the, oh no, you could pop off a G and an E. Okay, you get the idea. Okay, so chuggable. Chuggable. Now you're going to want to say that word chuggable. So as I'm eating this white cheddar kettle corn, I'm just like, yeah, this is totally chuggable. Sugar equals chuggable. I mean, you just give that one to the kids, you're going to be like, I'm going to eat chuggable sugar all day long and get happy. Why do the kids say, I'm sugar happy? Because sugar equals happy. Listen to the kids. They'll tell you so much about God you didn't even know. Oh, she's like totally sugar happy right now. I love that phrase, sugar happy. Sugar equals happy. Sugar equals 66. Happy equals 66. Let's all get sugar happy, people. It's like, what? You're going to be like, what would you rather have? I love how just, presenting the opposite always makes the choice so much easier. By the way, the key to all sales and marketing is comparison. It's like, would you rather have sugar happy or non-sugar depressed? Take your pick. If you want to complain about being sugar happy, would you rather have non-sugar depressed? It's like Jesus said. When people said about John the Baptist, it's like, Jesus said, this generation is like, children sitting in the marketplace. Where it's like, we did one thing and you complained. And we did another thing and you also complained. Well, it just so tells me that you're going to complain no matter what. It's your soul that's the problem. It's your outlook